Welcome back, guys. So if you remember, in the last part we retrieved data using data snapshot.getValue from the database, but that time we only had just one object. Now in this case we have three different objects inside our database. Now what we're gonna do is let's log data snapshot.getValue. Now previously we just had one object, so it returned the value of the data snapshot as the value of this over here. But now this time we have multiple objects inside this. So let's see what happens. Alright, so app is running. Now if you open up the Android monitor, you can see that it's giving us all the data that's stored inside the database. All three objects: profession, age, and name. So now you can see that that's exactly what we have in the database, but it's showing it as an object. So how we can parse this data and get it inside a list view? So what you can do is you can use map for this. So map string, and I'm using string is because our key is a string and our value is a string as well. So that's why I'm using map string and value key string and value string as well. Then we can do is data snapshot dot get value, and this time instead of string dot class we're gonna say map dot class. So it's gonna store the data as a map. Then what we can do is create a string of name, and we can set it map dot get, and we can provide the key name over here. So key is going to be name, then what we can say map dot get, and key again age. So now if you notice that this key is exactly what we have set over here. So make sure you remember this. So let's say string profession. Now let's log this over here. So I'm going to say name, let's copy this and paste it 3 times, age, and profession. All right, so small first letter. All right, so let's run the app again and let's see what happens. All right, so app is running now. Now you can see inside the log statement, let's see where it is. We got one error, and that is integer cannot be cast. All right, so we got one little problem. This is actually an integer. The age is an integer, so we can't actually pass it as an integer. Let's say we store it as a string for right now. We can work with the integer later. Let's hit run again. So you guys may already know that with quotes it's a string, without quote it's a integer, but you can type in this string in without the quotes. So let me just quickly quit the app, run it again, and it has deployed again. Now you can see that inside the log statement over here, it has logged name as Akshay, age as 21, profession as freelancing. Now this name is this one, and this name is the value of this object over here. So now you may know how you can retrieve data from your database using the map. So we are getting multiple data, but there is one small problem with this method is this method runs every time we change some value. So if I come over here, and if I change in some value, say like all right, I change this one and hit enter. Now it returns all the 3 values again. Now if you are storing these variables, these values inside the list, what it's gonna do, it's gonna first show you 3 list items, Then if you change any value, then it's gonna append 3 more items to your list. Now that's exactly a thing that nobody wants to use inside their app. So there is another solution for that, and that is child events, those are we're going to take, all right, child events, we're going to take a look at those in the next part. So till then, practice this, or maybe try adding some new things, or maybe you can go to docs and explore some more things before I upload any new tutorials. So next part, let's add a list view and let's retrieve data according to the whole list. So see you guys in next part.